What's up, guys? This was a video I wanted to make all about the Wim Hof method. I covered one video on my experience so far. This is going to be another one. So the first one really just focused on the cold exposure portion of the Wim Hof method. Now I'm going to take a deeper look into the deep breathing. So I've done different breathing techniques for a long time here and there in whatever yoga classes, etc. And I always enjoyed when I would do some deep breathing to the extent of getting tingliness in my face and stuff. And some people have never experienced this, and I really highly suggest you do. Some of the great tips that Wim had was don't do this while driving or operating heavy machinery, because you could faint. Nobody wants that. But other than that, I found a lot of benefits from this, like living at higher altitude. If I was winded, just taking deeper breaths really helped quite a bit. And there's a lot out there today about the whole alkaline state and all this, that, and the other thing about how cancer can't exist in an alkaline state. Well, I don't really believe in that, because your body in different areas has different alkalinities that is necessary to maintain life and homeostasis and your health. So I see what they're saying, but basically acidicness is better. Now, it's not good for anybody to be too far from one side to the other side, either acidic or alkaline. And the thing is, alkaline, if you drink the water, bottled water, it most likely isn't going to be the alkaline on the bottle, because it's going to change from just sitting inside the plastic for so long. But anyways, if you drink alkaline water before a meal, it's going to reduce your ability to digest the foods in there, because your stomach acids are not going to be as potent for digesting foods. But anyways, back to the breathing. Deep breathing can really help you detox your body. That's the truth. And it does. It helps alkalinize your blood to some extent, which can be beneficial. So just like in Lamaze breathing, they teach you when you're doing Lamaze to deep breathe. It's actually because it gives you something to focus on, and it also can help you relieve pain and stuff. So deep breathing is an essential part of your body's natural mechanisms for relieving pain and dispersing pain, basically. So for me personally, my experience, deep breathing has, like I said, I experienced those tingling on my face, which I love that. That's great. Sometimes it'll actually go to the next level and I'll get muscle spasms in different parts of my face, but they're brief. And then the deep breathing, I have noticed it's very beneficial for pain relief myself. Just thinking about last night laying down. I also have earthing sheets, which earthing helps your blood flow better. And if you're deep breathing, then your blood can carry oxygen better, which is going to be better for pretty much every single process in your body, kind of deal. I also take a chlorophyll supplement, which can help increase oxygen in my blood as well. So all those things together, I've seen definite improvement in overall my health and how I feel. And I think it helps me control my emotions. During the daytime, a lot of the deep breathing, I think he suggests doing deep breaths, deep in and shallow exhale for like 25, 30 times. That I found really energizing, absolutely. And he always talks about doing a before and after of see how many push-ups you can do. And yeah, of course, I can do way more push-ups, or there's the hold your breath for as long as you can, or see how long you can hold your breath. It is effortless if you do this heavy, deep breathing beforehand and then hold your breath. Like, I've found it to the extent where I'll just be relaxing at night, and if I do just some of the short breathing, because I don't want it to be too energizing at nighttime, of course, but some of the short breathing, just doing like 6 or 9 breaths here and there, just in between, and taking a brief break, I'll notice that I don't even try and breathe. Like, I'll just relax and be relaxed and not just breathe, just not breathe at all. So I really actually have enjoyed it. There's another part of the breathing techniques that talk about the strobescope. Like, if you have ever closed your eyes, and especially if it's dark and you start seeing like lights and stuff, that's what he's talking about. You're oxygenating your brain so much that it stimulates your visual cortex, from my understanding at least, and then you'll start to see things, typically looking like fireworks, basically. And to some extent, I've always experienced a bit of the strobescope effect, but the deep breathing and the focused and the relaxing, all those things really increase it. So it's really fascinating. There's other videos out there you could learn about that, and I've heard people talking about how they meditated for 30 years and never knew about the stroboscope effects. So deep breathing, if you meditate, can add quite a bit to overall your sense of well-being and anything you're kind of searching for or working towards in your meditation process. So those are some of the things. I also believe that the deep breathing helped me to cope with the cold shower exposure, which that's what Wim talks about, is if you're kind of like freaking out that the water's so cold and you're like, it's taking your breath away, that means you need to deep breathe more. So I found those things really help to awaken my inner fire, which is something I talked about in the other Wim Hof experience video that I made. But yeah, I think that's kind of the gist of the experience. Oh, this was cool. So I do this quite often, and it helped me to relax. And it's funny that my boy, who was probably a year and a couple of months at this time, was also doing some of the deep breathing techniques with me, and it helped him fall asleep better too. So now when I go to lay him down for a nap or for a bedtime, I always just try and help him focus on his breath, help him relax, and just breathe. So anyways, guys, that's been my experience. I'll probably have another one that's more focused on the exercise portion of the Wim Hof method. And yeah, stay healthy, guys. Any questions, comments, leave them below. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you a lot.